Greetings everyone, Pyraxis here. Thought I'd go for a little walk today, see if there's any Paw Paws out there. It's, I think it's the 5th of September, so it's a little bit, maybe a little bit earlier. There should be some ripe ones out there, but we'll see. We're just here at the Friendship Hill area and along the Monongahela River, so we'll go out there and see what's out there. In the meantime, I wanted to get a picture of this log and all these turkey tail mushrooms, because this is just really neat looking, I thought. Boy, they're just really infesting this log. Look at that, all the way up. Kind of looked interesting and pretty, I thought, so. Alright, it just rained, so we might actually find some mushrooms. It'd be nice if I found another giant puffball over here, make some more of that delicious mushroom soup that I made last year. But we'll see. Alrighty. So as I head on down the trail, I've been noticing that the spice bush is like extremely prolific this year. You see all these red berries. It's like, oh my goodness gracious. I don't particularly like spice bush, but I have one at the house. I just tasted one, and it's your typical, it's a good year for them because they're not very bitter. Sometimes they're kind of bitter, but they actually have a good flavor. But yeah, other places I've been to have not been that great this year for Paw Paws. So we'll see. This is my old reliable area where I usually pick up some pretty decent ones because there's thousands of Paw Paw trees along the river here. But like I said, I've been to other places. I've stopped at several others along the Cheat River and a few other places, and just small ones. You know, it's just like, I can't believe it's like, this is probably the worst year. I won't know for sure until I check my usual reliable place out here, but yeah, we're about halfway there. So, but either way, it's just a beautiful day out here in the woods. There's a Paw Paw patch up there, but I've never actually checked it out. They do like water. They tend to grow around creeks and riverbeds and things like that, but you can find them pretty much anywhere. I found them way up in the highlands too before, so usually a bunch of little creek chubs in this creek. Yeah, I can see them down there. I'm sure you can't see them through the camera because I could barely see them this way. There's also a nice little Paw Paw tree down here, but I've never checked it for fruit either. I just noticed it from a distance because I don't want to go tromping through all this stuff. But yeah, definitely a beautiful day. I love these rainy days like this. Usually I see some deer in here, but none this time. Yeah, it is just absolutely gorgeous out here today in this weather. It's like in the high 60s, low 70s. So, some of my favorite times. Not quite fall yet, but it sure feels like it. All right, well, we'll see what's up here. All right, a little bit farther down the trail, and much closer now to the Paw Paw patch and fields. And notice that there's a lot of this wing stem all this time of year. I never really knew what this was. I'd confuse it with a lot of the other flowers like sunflowers and stuff, but I'm pretty certain now that this is what they call wing stem, and I always, you know, they always get in my way, but I think they call it wing stem because of these ridges here. You can see that they grow these little wings on the stem. So I'm pretty sure that is what's known as wing stem flowers or wildflowers. Another prolific spice bush tree behind this, or bush shrub. Yeah, like I said, it's a real beautiful day for being out today. It's like, even though it's like cool, I don't know, I must be like part Eskimo or something, because even in this cool weather, I'm kind of a little warm. Oh, look, we got some baby Paw Paws here. I didn't even realize these were here. Probably from somebody eating the Paw Paws from down there and just tossing the seeds and stuff here and sprouted. So we got a new little patch forming here. And you got that all along this trail, I've noticed. Now there's a lot of patches all that I passed up here, but unfortunately every time I check the ones before the main area, there's never any fruit on them, so they're probably clonal patches that don't have any genetic diversity. So, I mean, I suppose if an insect flew far enough, it could pollinate from a more distant tree, but usually you want them to be 30 to 50 feet away from each other, not too far. That way you can, I mean, they already have a low pollination rate, but yeah, kind of, oh, there's a nice, look at this big, beautiful sycamore tree. Wow, this is a big sucker. I forgot about this guy. Look at that. Wow, isn't that a nice, big, beautiful sycamore? I mean, there were some big cherries and some big tulip poplar, tulip trees. Nice, nice forest in here. A lot of different, see, now I'm looking at another tree that I never noticed over here before. It looks like it might be a pretty good sized black willow, which, never really noticed that before. Several of the features on this trail, I mean, I haven't walked it since spring, but I'm noticing that a lot of the features, I mean, things have changed on it a bit. Some of these things I don't recognize. Of course, a lot of it I do recognize, but all right, just around this little clearing here, and we'll start getting into the major Paw Paw patches. Looks like we got us a nice little yellow birch tree that decided it wants to celebrate fall early. It's already golden, pretty fall colors. A couple of trees like that, not too many, but I went up and I checked the bark, and it's definitely a yellow birch. There's another one behind it there too, which can't see too well, but yeah, I noticed that back home in my area in Fairchance, the tupelos or black gum trees and the sourwood trees are already starting to change color, and they both turn a nice deep crimson red, a real pretty red. And they always kind of start a little bit early, but it's usually only the smaller trees, sourwood anyways, that start changing. Yeah, so right down there is the trail that I'm on. I can see a Paw Paw patch right there already that I'm going to check. But thought I'd get a picture of that eager little yellow birch tree wanting to celebrate fall. So, all right, we're in one of the major Paw Paw patches, and as you can see, they're all above me here. There's actually quite a bit of fruit here. I've shaken and I've gotten some down, but they're barely soft. I mean, they've got a little bit of give to them, but they're clearly not quite ripe yet. Even though I barely shook the tree and they still fell. I think it's because we had this cold stretch of weather. But I'm going to go ahead and shake a few more trees. I'm going to look up first and see. Because usually I just go and I shake every tree that I pass. But today I think I'm going to look up and look for the bigger fruits, because most of them are smaller this year than usual. As you can, like I said, these are smaller than they normally that I normally find here. It's just been that kind of year for them. But all right, so I'll go ahead and I'll gather some, and then I'll take a quick little shot of the yield. And most, I mean, I'll eat a couple of these, but mostly they're just for planting around my area. So all right, let's see if I can get this camera off now without, I'm gonna set these down a second. Alrighty. Well, kind of as I expected, I found a big patch of chicken of the woods mushrooms. Unfortunately, these are all way too far along. Nothing good there. Maybe those up there, those little buds are good, but I think I'll kind of pass on these this time. Yeah, there's some nice ones growing there that look like I could harvest, but I mean, chicken of the woods is okay, but I prefer the giant puffballs. So all right, I just wanted to get this on film, because I noticed that this little Paw Paw tree here, it has different shaped leaves, much larger than usual. It's got elongated leaves, and it's more, these leaves are more, usually here's one here, you see how they're wider at this side and then slimmer down here? This is typical. These are typical leaves, but this particular little sprout that came up, it must have a different little genome thing going on, because its leaves are definitely different. But it's still a Paw Paw, I can tell, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this one. Gonna have to mark where this is, and then maybe in a couple of years see how it develops. Because yeah, you can see all the ones around it. They all have your typical leaf structure. So, all right, just thought I'd get a quick little take of that. Yeah. Well, it looks like we've got a couple of maples that are turning colors already too, which that's a Norway maple if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's got the definitely distinctive leaf. But yeah, we've got a nice little redbud tree here too. I never noticed, but yeah, so that's surprising to me, because usually it's like the second or third week in October when we got some really good color. And it's only the first week of September, and we've already got some of these trees just, it's like they don't even know what they're doing. I mean, that maple there, it's not even in too much shade, really. I mean, it's fairly in an open area. Oh, man, these Paw Paws, the ones I gathered so far, man, they smell really good. The aroma is just filling the air. But, yeah, so it's kind of nice. We got a little bit of fall already showing through. Whew, tromping around them woods. Boy, let me tell you, that's a chore. Okay. I got a nice little patch. I mean, a nice little collection. Let's see, I could take the high road, or I could take the low road. I'm gonna take the low road because it's quicker and, you know, goes more directly right to where I parked. But here's the hall. There you go. You can see got a nice little bunch of them there. Enough for planting some seeds. But as you can see, I'm sweating. Ooh, that's a nice little steep hill there. So yeah, I had to shake a bunch of trees, and some unripe fruit fell, but not too much. So hopefully they'll get softer so the deer and the critters can eat those. But pretty much got what I came for. It's about what I expected, that there wouldn't be a whole lot that are ripe, and these ones that are ripe, like I said, they just have a little bit of give to them. So set them on the windowsill or the counter, and they'll get a little, you know, a little softer, a little gooier, a little more sugar content. So all right, well, that's it for today. Gonna go home, take a shower, get all these bugs and twigs and this stuff off of me. So hope you enjoyed my little tromps through the woods, getting the early Paw Paws. God bless everybody. Take care. Feel free to like, subscribe, leave a comment, any of that stuff. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.